Completely wrong on weighing yourself. The negative impact the scale has on the mind is overwhelming. The mindset that the scale is the holy grail has negatively impacted every woman I know. Focus should be on muscle mass versus the scale and BMI. So firstly, I want to be clear that when it comes to your overall health, I actually do agree that the scale should not be your holy grail. On an individual basis, your lean muscle mass and overall body composition are better indicators of your health and longevity than BMI or the number that you see on the scale. However, if your goal is to lose weight, the only way to know that you're losing weight is by seeing how much you weigh. When you examine something from an evidence-based position, you have to look at objective data. And the objective data in this case tells us that people who weigh more frequently see better weight loss success, more sustained weight loss over time, and that breaks from weighing typically lead to weight regain. In all likelihood, these outcomes are largely due to the fact that if you simply focus on or more frequently see the number that you are trying to reduce or manage, you are much more likely to alter the behaviors that impact it. Additionally, a systematic review of 17 different studies found that regular self-weighing was not associated with adverse psychological outcomes like depression or anxiety. All of this to say, I don't think that you should devalue your anecdotal experience either. If daily weigh-ins or too frequent of weigh-ins have had a negative impact on you to the point where it actually derails your weight loss success and consistency as a whole, then by all means, slowly reduce the frequency at which you look at the scale. But you have to be objective about these adjustments. If you start to weigh yourself less, but you still can't seem to make progress, then the problem all along has likely not been the frequency at which you weigh yourself. It's more than likely been your response to the number that you see when you do weigh yourself. Meaning, if you are in a plateau and can't seem to break out of it, it likely means that you haven't actually altered your behaviors to increase the likelihood that you stay in a calorie deficit over time so that the number on the scale does drop. I'll tell you this as well. When you do get that number on the scale to drop consistently, and when it's obvious that weight loss is occurring on a more regular basis, I'm willing to bet that you won't be so negatively impacted by looking at it. So while there are some great points in this comment, the most problematic part of it is saying I'm completely wrong on weighing yourself frequently, and that the negative impact the scale has on the mind is overwhelming, because the data and the science just don't back it. You're completely entitled to your own opinions, and your personal experience should be one of the main guiding compasses when it comes to designing a weight loss plan that is sustainable for you in your own unique situation. But if we're looking at this through the lens of scientific evidence and facts, it does make this part of the opinion objectively wrong. Now, if you want to know exactly how many calories you should be eating to get into a deficit and lose weight over time, comment the word calories and I will send you my free weight loss calorie calculator.